Good evening. We're going to continue our conversation about nouns. So we began on Monday by learning about common and proper nouns. And then Monday evening, you watched a video about concrete and abstract nouns. Tonight, you're going to look at singular and plural nouns. So what is a singular noun? A singular noun names one person, place, thing, or idea, while a plural noun names more than one person, place, thing, or idea. Singular always means one, and plural will always mean more than one. So let's begin by sorting the following nouns. Here we have boy. That's a singular noun because it names one boy. Here we have girls. We'll place it with plural nouns because it names more than one girl. The noun chapter is singular, one chapter. Boardwalk is also a singular noun. It's one boardwalk. Stories names more than one story. So we're going to put it over here with the plural nouns. And beaches names more than one beach. So it goes with the plural nouns. Foxes, same thing, more than one fox. And horse is going to go over here with the singular nouns. It names one horse. So let's take a look at these plural nouns for a second. What do they all have in common? Well, in order to become a plural noun, it seems that you just add s or es to a singular noun. And that's typically what you would do. Usually, you just add s or es to a singular noun to make it plural. Sometimes, however, you need to follow special rules for making plurals, which we'll explore on the next page. And here you can see an example of that. The singular noun is the word story, which ends in a y. So we must change our y to I and add es to the singular noun story for it to become plural, stories. You can see that as our first rule. If a noun ends in a consonant and y, you must change your y to I and add es. Let's look at some examples. The word ladies, L-A-D-Y, you change your y to I, add es. Berries, B-E-R-R-Y, change your y to I, add es. Skies, S-K-Y, change your y to I, add es. Libraries, L-I-B-R-A-R-Y, change your y to I, and add es. So remember, if you end in a consonant in y, you must change your y to I and add es. However, if your noun ends in a vowel in y, you just simply add s. Like on the word boy, you would just add an s to make it boys. Monkey, you just add an s to make monkeys. An essay, you just add an s to make it say essays. Here's another rule. If a noun ends in f or fe, sometimes you need to change the f to a v and add es. Here are some examples of when you wouldn't necessarily have to. You can say chefs and you can say roofs. However, if you take the word leaf, L-E-A-F, you would change your f to a v and add es. Same thing with hoof, H-O-O-F, change your f to a v and add es. You would also do the same thing with knives. Change your f in knife to a v and add es. Some plural nouns have the same singular and plural forms. Here are a few examples. Deer. We don't say deers, we say deer. Sheep. Moose. Fish and elk. Did you know there's a special rule for when you can use the word fishes? We call a school of fish, when they're all the same type of fish, we call them fish. But if you have, let's say, a fish tank with different types of fish in it, you can refer to them as fishes. Isn't that interesting? But it's typically okay to just use the word fish instead of fishes. Some nouns have special plural forms. Those are words like men, women, children, and feet. Their singular forms are spelled completely differently. Men is spelled M-A-N for man. Woman is W-O-M-A-N. Children is the word child. And feet is the word foot. So you can see they change their spellings completely. We also have a type of plural noun called a collective noun. And a collective noun names a group acting as a single unit. Collective nouns can also have plural forms. For example, the word band is a collective noun. Dad's band will take the stage after the two other bands. Band is a collective noun because it names a group of people who act as one. All of the people in Dad's band are his band. They together make a band. So it's a group of more than one person. If we look at the word, at this first one here, the coach spoke to the child on the team. How would we make this word plural? We would make child into children. She had recorded videos of their last 2 games. How do we spell videos in plural form? V-I-D-E-O-S. Videos. We just add an S. Our life would be easier if we didn't practice so often. We can't say our life, we have to make that a plural noun. So we change our F to a V and add ES. We say our lives would be easier if we didn't practice so often. And here's another example. How many trophies do you think our squad can win? This is that change your Y to I rule. So we change our Y to I and add ES. Let's review those again. Here we have the word child, which we need to make plural. It gets a different spelling. It falls under that rule of what to do when you have a special plural form. We change child to children. Here we have the word video, and we just want to make it plural, so we simply add S. That's one of those words that we can just add S. The word life, in order to make plural, follows this rule. Sometimes when you have a word that ends in F or FE, you change your F to a V rule. So we change our F to a V and add ES. And finally, we're going to look at the word trophies again. Trophies follows this rule, the change the Y to I rule. So we take our word trophy and we change our Y to an I and add ES. Tomorrow in class, we're going to look again at using plural forms correctly. We're going to identify nouns as singular or plural. We're going to spell plural forms correctly. And we're going to also look at these special type of nouns called collective nouns, which really name more than one person, place, or thing, but as a single unit. I'll see you guys tomorrow.